What's up, Banter fam? I'm your host, Miles. Welcome back to DGen's Den. We have a massive show lined up for you guys today. We're going to be talking about KuCoin. Are they really going insolvent? Are they halting withdrawals? We're going to be going through the market and having a look at what is happening with the Bitcoin price and also going through what we think is going to be in store for us in a huge month of July. There is a lot of stuff happening this month. We're going to dive through it all and also at the same time have some fun, do some live trading at the end, and just have fun and hang out with you guys. Welcome back to the show, SoundsTricky.
What's happening, everybody? It's a scary time out there. Are we going up? Are we going down? Feels like we're going down, but I was going down the mountain today at the snow, so happy days. I'm coming at you from snow today, and let's try and figure out what's going on.
Yeah, I just got on from Bali. I was in Bali for a little bit. I'm back home in Melbourne in the studio, and you're off at the snow today, so we're
we're tag teaming it, I reckon. So hopefully next week I think we'll both be in our natural habitat. But I'm up skiing for a week, which is nice. It's a much deserved break, and I'm pretty lucky that we can still take it considering. But I'm really stoked to be up here having a good week off and just relax. But hey, we've got to do these things and have some fun on the way through.
We're going to have some fun today, and let's just kick it off with this video, which I found hilarious. This is like basically Gym Bros, but crypto edition.
This is awesome. This is basically how I feel every time I go to the gym, I reckon. That's me, shitcoin trading.
There's the pleb. There's the day trader doing his swings.
Yeah.
He's 10% swings up. He's lost
That's
it.
Sheldon, pretty much. Then there's all the DeFi farmers getting smashed in the face. There's Pete, our homeboy Pete.
Oh,
leverage trader.
Oh.
And that is how we do it. That is how you do it. Buy high, sell low.
And the hodler's out.
And see you later.
The hodler just comes in. He sees what's happening, and then he's just out. He's straight out. He can't hack it anymore.
It's always funny when you walk into those situations, and let's face it, in the gym we've all been there before. Huh? I've probably been the one of those guys, that's for sure.
All right, let's get serious for a sec. This is a fun show, but I mean, let's get serious for a sec because I've been charting Bitcoin a little bit over the last.
Oh, actually, hey, hang on. Sorry, before we get serious. Tonight's drop, a little bit of rosé from the snow, and it's quite delicious, actually. Sunday rosé, frosé Sunday, apparently.
Nice, looks nice. Well, drink your rosé because you're going to need it after looking at these charts because
I know.
Basically, what's been happening for the last few months is we've been touching this 100 MA and basically just bouncing off it every single time. And we've been developing these sideways accumulation phases consistently. So we can see we kind of came down here to this 34K region. We had an extended sideways period for around 2 months. And then we finally broke this long-term trend. And we came down to this next accumulation phase, which lasted only a month this time, which was the month of May. We can see we kind of hovered around 27 and eventually broke out of the trend at 29. And we can see that now we're in another accumulation phase, which has lasted, even less. And it's looking like it's on the verge of breaking this trend line here. So what's your take on this? Because personally, I'm just seeing kind of like a diminishing time frame consistently getting smaller. And almost then the break of trend eventually at the end because we don't have enough buy pressure to sustain any sort of upwards momentum.
Yeah, and I think it's just, everything that's going on at the moment and the macro level, the macro of everything right now just being so bad, Bitcoin to me just looks like it really wants to go down to that $14,000, $12,000 region you've got marked out on your chart. Sadly, I think what you're saying is bang on. Sorry. Over time, it's getting lesser of a period before the dump, and then it's just dumping down to that next period. Now, at a point, we are going to hit a bottom, so that is eventually going to happen. I really believe that it's going to be around the 13 mark, where there's huge amounts of buy orders in there. I think that's going to defend really, really strong. And I really feel strongly that around somewhere in between that 14 and 12 is where we're going to hopefully get our relief bounce, which we're totally overdue for because it's just been down the whole time.
We've been waiting for one.
There has to be something.
We've been waiting for one, but it just doesn't seem to be coming. Every time we kind of think we're getting one, we kind of just get faked out. And it's really been a pain in the ass for the bulls because they're constantly
it's horrible, man. It's freaking
constantly. It's just bull trap after bull trap. If we do break this, I think 14K is on the horizon here,
Mm.
but I wouldn't be so sure as to say it'll happen just yet, because there are still a couple other confluence points that really need to line up before, you know, we'd get a drop like that. The first one is the Bitcoin dominance, which has continued to kind of push downwards. But interesting to note, we've made a couple higher lows. And I'm actually expecting a push up from the dominance sometime soon. We can see we kind of reached this bottom here, and then since then it's been higher low, higher low. What we kind of want to see from the dominance from a Bitcoin strength perspective is a push up here, come down, test, and then start to test this region here, around the 48% mark, which is major resistance. So I mean, obviously short term, if dominance is dropping, that's good for the alts, but the long term, we do want to see the dominance stronger at the end of the day, because we need liquidity coming back into those majors.
And sorry, because I'm streaming off an iPad today, I don't have charts and stuff like that. But do you have a total chart somewhere, Miles? The total market cap?
Yep.
Yeah. So this is what freaks me out.
Is
honestly, like, regardless of Bitcoin dominance at the moment, this money's just being sucked out. It doesn't matter where there's no money coming in at the moment, and that's what our biggest concern is right now. And everyone should be concerned about this, because there is no inflow of liquidity. It's only outflow right now. So it doesn't matter where Bitcoin dominance is sitting, or where versus altcoins or whatever. The bottom line is we need capital to start flowing in to the crypto market, full stop. And if we don't get that, we're fucked, basically. Sorry, I didn't maybe, but that's an issue.
But maybe there's an indicator that can unscrew you, and that's the moon phases. This has been really, really crazy. So if you guys don't know, the moon phases is basically the cycle of the moon, and like the new moon, the full moon, and I think Marin on Twitter's been the one that's really been pushing this narrative. But this
who loves it? Sorry, who's
Marin?
Who is this? Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
And we can see that every time there's a new moon, or I've forgotten what this exactly means, but every time
it's a full moon, isn't it? It's a full moon rotation into the no moon. So that's the new moon. The top ones, yeah, the top one's a full moon, and the bottom one is when the moon is completely, I suppose, invisible, I guess. So the opposite to a full moon, which I guess would be an eclipse of the moon.
Yeah, so every time we've kind of gotten this moon, we've dumped. It's actually scary that now I don't really believe in this stuff, but I'm starting to become a believer. Like, I hate to say that because it sounds stupid, but it's scary. Dump.
What's the day? What's the cycle in days though? That's an interesting point to kind of have a look at maybe. So if you look at the cycle in days, just over from one full moon to the next.
From the end to the start, it's like 8 days. But
what about just from the end of one of the lighter right to the next one? So where a full moon, where the line goes from the line down the screen, the vertical line down the screen.
You're not making sense, but from there to there.
The vertical line down until the next vertical. Yeah, 17 days. So then it's another 17 on top of that. So it's 34 days for a full cycle of the moon. So there might be something in that, is maybe it's worth looking at a 34 to 35 day cycle with something to do with the way you're trading.
And people are saying 28 days. The 28 days is for the full cycle. That's for the adjustment on TradingView. But it's a full 28 day cycle for the entirety of the play out. Anyway, I just found that interesting.
It's pretty weird though that it keeps happening. It's pretty weird that it's so bang on every time.
It is weird. We're gonna have to keep our eye on it. I'm following Marin on Twitter, and kind of keeping our eye on it. But you did have a trade for us. So, you know, part of the thing we do here on DGen's Den is we give some live trades. We give some some.
I nailed the ETH short last week, which was pretty bang on, which is good. So I was happy about that. If we all took that, we all made some cash, which was nice. So
congratulations congratulations to everyone that got on that ETH short. That was a really, really, really good short. And we made some good money on that. So that was on last week's show. We have a new one on today's show. Do you want to kind of run us through this one? It's a Bitcoin long.
Bitcoin long. Yep. So I did this the other day, and I got a really good run on this the other day, and I did a fucking massive degen play, and hit a really nice long as well on the bounce. I bang on hit that 1896 long and pretty much cashed out right where you are. So that candle luckily for me, I pretty much got that bang on, and it's just capturing liquidity. That's what I like to trade. I like to trade bounces. I don't like to trade breakouts. That's just a me thing. Everyone's different. For me, I trade levels and I trade bounces, and I try to catch a bounce, because for me, it's the easiest way to get a quick snap of profit. And if you can catch a bounce, then you're straight in the profit. And if you miss the bounce, well, then you stop, but you've lost a little bit, but that's the nature of trading, right? So for me,
what you're trying to do here is capture the major liquidity zone, which is 18.2 to 18.4, rough, or 17.8 to 18.4.
Yeah, you can see from that dump, it's kind of where that little cluster has been created. They're the liquidity zones that build up. So generally, price structure wants to recapture that zone. So for me, along from that makes sense that we would get a bounce off that zone one more time at least once before it breaks down. And that's the way I'm looking at it, and that's the way I'm seeing it. So that's how I've got my long set up. And I would probably have a stop loss set just below the previous low. Yep, just under there. So just at 17 out there. Nice tight stop loss, and then I'd be taking profit at that wick high that you just see from 3 weeks previously. Yep, and that's where I'd be taking profit again. Probably a little bit below, to be honest, because to get back up there at this stage feels like a push. So I'd be going, me being the degen that I am, I'll probably take a pretty heavy leverage trade on that one. Try and catch that move. Maybe run off with, I don't know, 50-60% trade on that, and that'd be the way to go, I reckon, for me.
Yeah, look, I personally think it's a good trade, because if you set your stop loss pretty tight, then you're not risking much of your capital, and that's the thing that's really important when it comes to trading. It's risk management. So making sure your stops are tight, and you're only really betting with the percentage of your portfolio that you can afford to lose. I think it's a decent play, because we actually did play this long before. We actually got in around 17.6 on the last entry.
Nailed that as well.
This would be a similar setup. I reckon roll profits very quickly, probably back into shorts, to be honest. Because this market, you're going to have a lot more success shorting more often than you are longing. But I don't mind this as a trade. Just remember, if you are going to trade, we've got a pretty nice bonus for you guys. It's still $4,200 if you sign up for a ByBit account with the link in the description. And we're also 10xing accounts live on the show. So basically giving you guys free money. And obviously that's also one way you can support us to create content on the channel is by signing up in the link in the description. So yeah, 10xing portfolios on the show, $4,200 bonus if you want to get involved and do a bit of trading. So make sure you sign up, link in the description, click the link, join the family. And yeah, hopefully we have some success trading over the next
check in with us over the next couple of days on Twitter about that Bitcoin bounce. So I mean, the setup's pretty much there. So we're both I'm taking it. You'll probably take it as well. And then check in and see where we're at, people. See where we're at.
Yeah, and Sheldon's also going to be trading live. I know he hasn't been going live as much as you guys would have liked, but he has been taking the patient approach, and he's going to be going live next week, I think. And yeah, we're going to be following him as well, joining in with his trading because I think he's doing a great job at educating. So that's also going to be awesome. And anyone that's involved in the World Trading Series, that's hopefully you're going well in that as well. Difficult market, but if you're well, some people are doing quite well. If you've been shorting, then you're probably doing decent. So yeah, link in the description for a ByBit account if you would like to get involved in that series as well. And yeah, let's get on with the show.
Can you still join the team if you haven't joined already?
You can still join. You can still join.
Yeah. Jump on then. Get involved.
You can still join.
I mean, if you get on board and you can win some extra cash, they're doing heaps of giveaways and stuff like that. So why not, huh? If you're going to trade, you may as well try and make extra money from it.
Exactly. And this guy, so speaking of traders, this guy's crazy. He made $1 million in a month off. Did you see this?
This is the degen shit that we're talking about. Like how much, I want to know how much leverage you had on that.
That's crazy.
Or was it just a
18
massive
winning days, 11 losing days? It's crazy.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Like what kind of plays does he say? Win rate 62%. That's insane to nail that. Most really, really good traders, they'll be lucky if they're getting 50%.
He follows me. I just followed him back. He does. And he retweeted me as well. What a G. What a G.
What a legend.
Trades. I think I saw one the other day. He just posts some charts. But yeah, $1 million in a month. Congrats to you. Hopefully you guys can make $1 million in a month as well one day.
Yeah.
And because that'd be nice, wouldn't it? Spare million.
Yeah, I think where we're at right now, where everyone's gone through what everyone's $1 million in the month would be very nice indeed. Very, very nice.
All right. So
okay,
let's get on with it. There's three major things that we want to talk about in today's video. The first thing is the macro. The title of the video is "Will crypto get much worse?" So what we're going to be doing is running through the key dates and also what the macro is kind of suggesting to us, from kind of like an economic standpoint. And then afterwards, we're going to be going through the KuCoin rumors, the KuCoin FUD, as they're calling it. I did a tweet on that, which probably went a little too viral. So there's a lot to talk about in terms of KuCoin, in terms of, whether we think they are in a little bit of trouble, whether we think there's a pattern here for exchanges that are going insolvent or halting withdrawals. And then afterwards, we are going to be doing a live trading show on the show. So make sure to stick around to the very end.
Trading comp. Yeah,
well,
we're going to trade off.
Yeah, we're trading off.
See who has the most at the end.
Yeah, so every show on Sundays we do a trading comp. If you joined us last Sunday, you'd know we kind of fought against each other. I came out victorious. I was the winner by like what, a cent, something super duper close, man.
But you won by like 10 cents, wasn't it? Or 30 cents, I think it was.
It was like a point. Yeah, it was
30
like
cents. It was nothing. It was absolutely
fraction
nothing.
of a dollar. It was very,
fun.
Very, very close.
But I've got a couple of tricks up my sleeve that I want to try this week as well, so it should be fun.
All right, cool. All right, let's get into the macro. As you pour yourself some more wine, you got to
yeah, let's do it.
Got to keep the wine.
Have you got a drop over there or what? What's going on at your end? You're drop free today.
I'm drop free today. I'll be drinking next week. Because I was on holiday.
This is supposed to be our Sunday night chill out, bro. This is supposed to be where we just kick back and just go over everything and just have a muck around. What's going on?
Yeah, but can I just back myself up first? Can I explain exactly what happened? Basically, I got home today and I checked the fridge and I was hoping there'd be some white wine there because I prefer white to red, and there was none because obviously we're away. So it was in the garage. So I went to go to the garage and then I realized that we had to stream in like 30 seconds. So it was poor planning on my front. And then I basically never, and all the beer was also out of the fridge. So it was warm and I don't like warm beer. So I was left in a position where there was no refrigerated wine. So all I had was red and I had to stream.
Not going to drink red. Fair enough.
Anyway.
Go for it. Let's do it. Let's go through this because it's pretty crazy.
Let's just tick off each one and kind of talk about what we think it means. This first one that was supposed to happen on the 6th of July was the SEC ruling the Bitcoin spot ETF for GBTC, which is Grayscale. They actually rejected. It was
early, wasn't it? Yeah.
A week earlier. And Grayscale is actually suing the SEC for, we've seen many of these lawsuits before, but they're not happy with the rejection.
No, well, the SEC citing that they can't offer any stability, basically, and that's the excuse that they're using based on the fact that the price of Bitcoin bounces up and down, right? So it's got to do with the security of the actual asset, and that's why they're saying they're rejecting it. But then Grayscale's obviously rebutting that, I guess, move forward.
The SEC is being very, very stringent with these processes, and it's really frustrating. I think as someone that's pushing for positive regulation, someone that wants to see positive regulation in crypto, the way Gensler's kind of conducting these processes is becoming very frustrating as a crypto enthusiast. And I think Q3, Q4, so second half of 2022, will be quite big on the regulatory front. Clearly, we need regulation, but I think there'll be some massive kind of advancements in what happens on the regulatory front this year.
Do you reckon Grayscale will win if they go hard on this, or what?
The thing with these lawsuits is they take a long time to play out. Like this could be a very well a 2-year process until we see like the full ramifications of the lawsuit, right? So in the meantime, it's probably more likely another one gets approved, but I mean, until there's precedent that gets set here from the SEC, we're not getting a spot ETF, which in a way is fine. In a way, it's frustrating as a crypto enthusiast. I would have loved to have seen one. We know GBTC is trading at like a 30 or 40% discount now, which is just insane. It's just
Which
insane.
which was there was an interesting point that someone made the other day. I can't remember where I saw it. That if it did get approved, then it would allow them to sell Bitcoin out of their trust, which could further drop the price because it's at a discount. So in a way, if it was approved, it could be a negative. Now, I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't remember where I saw that. So there was something about that. That was kind of a positive and negative in the sense that, well, from a positive point of view, we want this because it is more adoption, it's more Bitcoin potentially be purchased. But in the interim, because it's trading at a discount, they could potentially sell out of that trust if it did get approved.
We would see the discrepancy iron out though between net asset value and the current trading price of GBTC, which obviously for the arbitrages would have been good. And even myself, I was considering purchasing Grayscale instead of Bitcoin because of the discount. But you got to factor in they have a 2% yearly management fee, which they're continuously selling off. So if you're invested for, let's say, 10 years, then 20% of the total funds value would have been lost. One of the reasons, apart from demand side factors, that it's trading underneath its NAV.
Hey, as an Aussie, where would you have bought it, actually, if you were going to purchase it? Because I've never even looked into buying it before.
If it's listed on the US exchange, you would need, you can do it through like ComSec or ANZ, and you can do it through the international brokerage. I think it's like a $20 fee per purchase. So yeah, I bought Apple shares and Facebook and all that through ComSec, through international.
Yeah, okay.
Cool. So you can do it. You can do it. It would be good for all the US citizens. So I know a lot of you guys are from the US because, that's kind of like one of our major audiences. So that it'd be very good. But I don't think from a retail perspective, it really has that sort of impact. It's more kind of directed towards institutional money is really what an ETF would do, allowing these big funds that don't have the legal premise to actually purchase Bitcoin on a spot exchange that can now kind of have jurisdiction to allocate capital on a traditional market. That's kind of where the argument for a spot ETF comes in. Now, Chris says we can't use ByBit in the US. Technically, you can't.
VPN.
No one would ever tell you to use a VPN. No one would ever tell you to use a VPN. It would be terrible advice. VPN. No one would ever tell you to use a VPN.
Don't use it.
No one would ever tell you that. All right. Number 2, the CPI. This is the big. Just quickly, Chris said something about regulation. You just had the comment up, James. You said, I don't trust regulation. Think you're still young enough to believe in governments. I think regulation in general is bad. This could be a very long conversation because this is a major argument in crypto. But just look at what's happened over the last few months. Look at what happened to Celsius, 3AC, to Luna. We need regulation. It's so apparent if it wasn't before. We need regulation. Now, I think regulation is a very blanket term for user protection. At the end of the day, although these governments do want a slice of the pie, which is what you're alluding to, it's essential to protect users, especially retail users. So I don't think regulation's bad, but it is a spectrum. Like regulation can be good. There can be, overly hawkish regulation. I just think we need to have kind of backstops in place for users to be able to ensure that they're not getting completely wrecked, especially on these centralized entities. There kind of hasn't been enough of an obligation for those guys to act responsibly with user funds.
Yeah. And everyone's raced into this stuff as well. It's all new. It's all fresh. There's, as far as trading securities, which, look, everyone's making that argument that is crypto a security. And for the most part, it's pretty gray, but...
Bitcoin's a commodity, technically. But
but everything else...
there's a merit. Well, there's merit to them being classified as securities. There's a merit.
That whole, are you buying it to sell it at a higher price? That's that. What's the rule that they've got? That's the effectively the it starts with an H. I can't think of the word. The rule in America has of defining what a security is. If you're purchasing it to sell it at a higher value, then technically it's a security, right? That's their regulation. That's the way it works. You could argue that most cryptocurrency is that.
Most is probably a security if you take that view. Bitcoin,
and you can't trade security, right? Normal people can't. normal people can't trade securities. And then you've got this thing that everyone's just racing into on a massive scale. And now how much money has everyone just lost? Fucking heaps, right? Heaps and heaps and heaps. Like, just look at how badly Luna's wrecked everyone, right? And I don't know what kind of regulation would have done to prevent that, or how it would have prevented it. But I mean,
I've got a few ideas.
It wouldn't have been worse, right? It can't have been worse.
Look at what happened with the nickel situation. There was a massive nickel short that was opened, I think by an Asian interest. And what happened was the regulators actually stepped in and they kind of put in a backstop. They halted trading, and then they put in a backstop to allow users to recoup funds. That's what happened when nickel got heavily shorted earlier in the year. With Luna, it kind of just spiraled to zero. And that's like a reflection of crypto. It's like there was no level of protection for users. There was on the share market, what would happen in an instance like that is they would just pause trading. They would stop trading. That there's no way they would allow it. And in crypto, obviously that's one of the benefits, is that it's always operational, but it's also one of the negatives as well. That there's no kind of assurance there. But I think in terms of regulation from the Luna perspective, more regulation on Terraform Labs side would have been necessary at the time, in terms of making sure they were sticking to stringent processes to keep user funds safe. And there's been a lot of speculation as to whether they actually misused user funds and lied, or at least kind of exaggerated certain elements of the algorithm.
I think the other thing as well, and on the counter argument to the regulation, is if you believe in free markets, then what happened is just the way things play out. And it's that argument, the age-old argument of, should we support businesses that are going under by backstopping them? Because technically, if you need to backstop a business, then it's not a good business. And all you're doing is you're preventing the inevitable for a certain period of time, until eventually it's going to die because it's not making money, right? So if you believe in free markets, then sorry,
the government bails out the banks. The government,
but that's 2008. But should they? And then that comes back to this whole argument as well about COVID, and should we have even backstopped anyone through all of this during this whole process? Because technically, if you're running a shitty business and you can't survive, then should you be just let to go insolvent or to go down or whatever, so that new businesses can come up and take their place? And that's the counter argument for both sides. So I agree, Scott, regulation is dangerous, but then is, the counter of that is being controlled, and then what is controlled by somebody, and then that somebody always has an alternative or an ulterior motive.
Just quickly, this guy said there ain't $4,200 bonus lies. There is, if you sign up for a ByBit account, there is a $4,200 bonus, but it depends on how much you deposit. So if you deposit $100, you obviously don't get $4,200. You would need to deposit more money in order to get a bigger bonus. So your first time deposit, the bigger it is, the more of a bonus you'll get. That's essentially what the bonus means. It means up to $4,200, just to be completely transparent with that.
This is good though. We should do like a little debating kind of every week kind of thing with this, I reckon. This is start a little debate club on the show. Getting
I think it's great.
Different sides of the coin. I can't see the chat. I can't see the chat today, everyone, as well. So I'm sorry I'm not looking into that, but it's really hard to see it on an iPad.
Markets are self-regulating. We have issues because they don't let subpar organizations fail. I mean, some good points. I think alluding to what you said. You said that, should the government have even, put in place protection for the people during the COVID crisis? That's obviously a topic that's been covered a million times. I don't think we need to go into it. I think what we do need to go into, though, is looking at what is going to happen out of all this. And the CPI numbers is obviously the Consumer Price Index, which is on the 13th of July. That's going to tell us exactly what is happening with inflation. Now, last month, the CPI was 8.6%. This month, it's touted that we may even see a percentage increase. Obviously, the higher inflation, the worse crypto markets react, because what we want to see right now is lower inflation to indicate that we're closer. There's more light at the end of the tunnel in terms of QT, quantitative tightening on Jerome Powell's side. So CPI on the 13th of July is massive. This is the biggest date of the month. The biggest date of the month, in my opinion.
And what's with his oh, we don't even understand inflation comment? I mean, fucking hell, dude. What are you on? Like, how does that even work? How can you go through this whole process and then turn around and go, oh, every day we're just learning more about inflation, so we don't really understand it anyway. Dude, what? Why have you put us into this position then in the first place? It's crazy.
I know, and he's made it very clear. He's made it very, very clear that their goal right now and their primary objective is to bring inflation down. It doesn't seem like they care about the markets. They don't care about the stock market. They certainly don't care about crypto. Their primary goal now is to bring inflation down. Whether they cause massive knock-on effects that will cause them to backtrack in the future, that's yet to be seen. But we do know they have a goal, at least for now. And that's it. I mean, it couldn't be more hawkish from Powell. I saw his speech at the summit, the European summit a few days ago. Extremely hawkish, extremely hawkish. And I'm expecting this inflation number for July to be even higher than the last month. And you know, at some point inflation will peak, but until we're seeing steady, gradual declines in the CPI numbers, then they can't afford to stop tightening. And until tightening stops, crypto won't go up, or at least until we don't have a clear picture of it.
It's everything though. It's not just crypto, it's everything across the board. And they've made it pretty abundantly clear that they don't give a shit about any of the markets at all. They don't give a fuck what happens. They're happy to just let them die to make sure that, but I think it's got something to do more with housing, right? Because they were saying that the average American citizen only has $1,000 in savings and the house prices are skyrocketing. And then most Americans rent, and rental prices are going up, which means that if rental prices keep going up, then you're going to start defaulting on the entire housing market. And that could, again, totally collapse everything in the US. So their only concern right now is to make sure that this housing market doesn't fall over again. Because
they're in the most. No, I would not want to be.
Pretty shit spot. Hey, just quickly, Jimbo put up a comment before. Hey, I think the Aussie sites are all very regulated, so I wouldn't stress too much about that. Anything that's based in Australia is hugely regulated, so they've got really tight. They've got really tight guidelines. So if you're on any of the Aussie exchanges, I wouldn't be worried. But yeah, sorry,
they're also smaller. To be honest, I don't know why you'd be in the Aussie exchanges. They're all terrible, in my opinion. Just use ByBit or Binance. The lucky thing about being in Australia is we have very good access to exchanges like ByBit. No KYC, you can open an account. Binance, you can open an account, no KYC. Unlike the US, where they've got really tough regulation, we actually have it pretty good here. So if you're an Aussie, it's actually decent. We can access basically every exchange.
Yeah, but oh, sorry, what was that point before that? Where were we?
So I was actually just going to say, like, so they can't afford the housing market to collapse, but at the same time, they have to bring inflation down. But at the same time, you know, they can't trigger this massive recession that, you know, ends up leading to, you know, employment issues, you know, decreased labor markets. So it's a terrible position to be in if you're Powell. And I look at the charts here. I look at this is the QQQ, the NASDAQ, just getting down to its pre-COVID high. Which was at the start of 2020 in February. That's a minus 15%. If we did get a minus 15% from the NASDAQ, then my only guess would be a 30-ish% decline on the Bitcoin side of things.
I mean, you've got to go back to do you have to go back to pre-COVID at that point though? Like if you're going pre-COVID on one side, you kind of have to go pre-COVID on the other, right? And that's how I look at it anyway.
Minus 15 for Bitcoin brings us down to 16. The correlation is about 0.7 right now. So if we add on the extra percent, that brings us like 14, 15.
Oh, that's where our long is. That's where our long-term long is.
That's the long-term long.
Long-term long.
So that's obviously that's, you know, a very basic way of kind of looking at things. But at the same time, like, we know they're not afraid to drag these markets down to fight inflation. So that is why the title is, will crypto get much worse? Well, it obviously can, because we are in such a bad macro environment. And until that eases or shows signs of light, crypto can't go anywhere. It doesn't matter what catalyst we get. We need the macro to sort itself out before we, before there is a serious rally push to the upside.
Bag Builder just said in the comments that the Fed is the biggest scam of all. They really are. They really are. Because you got to think as well, they've put us in this fucking mess in the first place, right? So if it wasn't for us, I wouldn't feel like this right now.
I have a picture of you on the screen.
I wouldn't feel like this. There we go. That's me.
That's
after
you.
after
After
2 years
18
in
months.
DeFi. Oh, I've aged. Oh, how I've aged. It's been a
That's what you're
rough
gonna look
ride.
like.
A lot of
So that
stress.
was
I thought
you 18 months ago. Then you
yeah,
started farming, and that's what you look like now.
that's me now. I thought I was good at DeFi as well. Not anymore, apparently. Not anymore.
That's you.
Yeah,
Who else looks
it's
like
very,
that?
very
Tell us
funny.
in the comments. By the way, if you're watching the video, we haven't streamed very much on Sundays before, so smash the like button, guys. Smash that like button, destroy it to show YouTube that we're live, to show the community that we're live. Because yeah, this is a new show. We're going to be live every Sunday, Arvo, or Sunday night for us.
From wherever
and,
we are, we come live. Even if we're skiing, even if we're in Bali, even if we're in Europe. Wherever we are, we stream live Sunday afternoons, nights for us.
So make sure you smash the like button and subscribe if you're not subscribed. Oh, I've already smashed the like button. I've already smashed it. Remember, we're going to be doing a live trading comp at the end of the show. That is a lot of fun. We're going to have a lot of fun. So make sure you stick around for that. That's going to be a lot of fun.
Speaking of farming, where Lunar airdrop, someone said in the comments, Miles.
Oh, the Lunar airdrop.
It's happened already, right? Is that what we're talking about, Lunar?
No, I think he's talking about the Donkey airdrop. I do have correspondence with Gil, who is the head of Donkey Finance. I'm gonna try and get up the exact message. He said, let me just find out exactly. He said, checked on Saturday morning, got no airdrop. Makes sense at the time. Then he said, we got approved for the airdrop up to 500K on the wallets because that was, the amount that was tangibly lost. Then he said, I'm trying to get the exact numbers for you guys here. I can't find the exact numbers on my phone because he hasn't.
So is this anyone who was in the donkey pool?
Yeah, basically the gist of the donkey pool was that we got nothing for the airdrop basically. So there's speculation that we're taking airdrop money. Like that's couldn't be further from the truth. We literally, as far as I'm concerned, got basically dust on the dollar after that Luna thing. So
how's this? Speaking of printing more money and the Fed. Far out.
Yeah, Don said they're gonna set up a capture for the airdrop, but like it'll be nothing. It'll be like, yeah, you said you got an airdrop. It's like 0.0001 cents or something ridiculously low. So yeah.
Oh,
okay.
Jesus, really?
Look at this.
Low. When are they going to turn it back on?
This is the solution.
Just make more money.
This is the solution to all of our problems.
Everyone wants it.
You just print more money. But look,
just make more money.
Some of this stuff
sounds
pretty bearish. To make you guys a little bit, get a little bit more optimism here in the room. If you're feeling bad about crypto, just remember, startup speculators blew through 7 trillion in the 90s, and the internet was the correct thesis at the time. So there's a very interesting article from Mark Jeffrey. He posted it. Basically goes to show that yes, the internet was the right narrative. Yes, many companies failed, but then the ones that succeeded ended up being massively successful. And he said, we're in the same moment in crypto right now. It's the late 2000s. The answer is to double down, not to leave the field of play. Find the next Amazon, the next Facebook, the next Google, and position yourself for success long term. I thought this thread was actually quite good.
It's good, but is that next Google, next Amazon in DeFi? Because I think that leads into our next topic pretty well, right? Is it a DeFi? Well, is the next Amazon a DeFi product, or is it is it a DeFi coin based on everything that's been going on with Celsius, based on everything that's been going on with Three Arrows Capital, based on everything that's been going on with all the liquidations and everyone getting bunged out of DeFi? Oh, we've got this next. Oh, no.
Well, we need, just to answer a question.
Oh, I was wrong. Sorry, I'm like 3 tabs early, I reckon. Sorry.
We need on-chain transparency. So I think there's a very high likelihood it's DeFi. Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Here we go. He's our boy. Every week he's got to play now, this guy. What is going on with this man? How is this real, Miles? Is it real or is it fake? Is he for real or is he fake?
He actually got a play.
Is he for real or is he fake?
What do you? He's for real.
He can't be.
He's for real, bro. He's for real.
It can't be for real. It's got to be fake. Like he's got to just do this for clicks, and he gets clicks, right? So that's what we're doing right now.
It's a little bit of both. It's a little bit of both, I think.
But what is
A
that?
little bit of his
Like
personality.
the hat, right? 2,200 for the hat.
All right, let's stop giving him attention.
Okay.
Done. All right,
Go on.
this is what a lot of you probably clicked on the video for. This is the KuCoin. What happened with KuCoin? This is juicy stuff as well. This is really, really juicy stuff. A lot of speculation around KuCoin, a lot of FUD, a lot of rumors. One of which I posted on my Twitter, and I'll get into that in a second. What I kind of meant by that. But let's talk about KuCoin and have a look at what actually happened. So, have you, just before I get into it, Tricky, have you been exposed to this situation? Have you been seeing what happened this week?
So I've seen a lot of what's been going on in the Twitter sphere, but I haven't done a lot of digging into what's been going on behind the scenes. My general vibe with this has all happened in the last week, and to be honest, I haven't not looked into it a lot. So I was going to kind of leave this up to you as well, because you did a big tweet, and the tweet's got a lot of love. And may have been slightly and hate, and may have been slightly misrepresented. So for me, I've not dug into this, and I don't really have a lot to say because I don't know a lot. But what I can say right now is that the fucking shit has hit the fan. And what I meant before by that comment of could DeFi be the next one is that a lot of DeFi has died, and by DeFi dying, it's dragging down everything with it because it's taken away so much liquidity. So you've got Luna, everyone's invested in Luna, everyone who's been invested in Luna's dying, everyone who's been invested in whatever was invested in Luna, and so forth and so on, all the way down the chain. It's having a massive ripple effect. And to be honest, is it over? Is the ripple effect finished? With, what are we down now? Almost, close to $2 trillion that's $2
trillion
left.
We're down, Celsius
it's gone
3AC.
To fucking dust. It's disappeared, man. There's I don't know if we're done yet. I don't know.
The major question now becomes: are there other major entities, centralized exchanges, borrowing lending platforms that are yet to suffer because of this? Because of the trickle-down effect of Luna. So the speculation then came onto KuCoin.
Hey, question. What if, though? Just a quick side note. Let's just veer for 1 second, because I saw a really cool what if thing today. What if was like a Marvel comic, and they did heaps of what ifs, and it was always kind of taking a secondary. What if Luna never died? Would we be this fucked right now as a crypto industry and as a crypto?
Bitcoin would be $30,000.
We would be nowhere near where we are right now, would we?
Bitcoin would be 30,000. Ethereum would be 1,500 at least. Luna would probably
be going strong, while every other industry is, all the other markets are dying. Do you think crypto would be going a lot stronger than what it is?
We wouldn't be strong, but we would be a lot better, because we understand, right? If Luna never collapsed, Celsius never collapses. 3AC is never forced to liquidate. Voyager is still there. BlockFi never has issues. All of that started with Luna. So you could argue Bitcoin would be over 30,000.
And that's because everybody thought they were fucking geniuses by getting 20% on their UST.
Well, I mean, it goes a lot further than that, because, I mean, you could make the argument it was a good thing, because, a lot of the inherent flaws in the industry have been not eradicated, but at least kind of, flushed out to an extent, like the over-leveraged behavior from like the institutions like 3AC, and also the people that were over-leveraged on the algo stables, which are obviously, in hindsight, quite risky. Superboy says you guys loved Luna, and 100% I loved Luna. Like, I'm not going to shy away from it.
Yeah,
we were highly invested. We believed in the project, and it failed.
I had a stack of Luna that I was convinced that I was going to be taking to retirement with me. Yeah. I was convinced that I'd hold this portion of my Luna for the rest of my life. I was sure of it, and that was not all of the Luna I held, but I definitely had a bunch of Luna locked up in validators that I was 100% convinced that I wouldn't be selling ever. And now I'm probably never going to sell it because it's worthless.
Now you'll never sell it.
I'm not selling it now. Sorry.
All right,
Let's go
people are
back to
asking about
this.
KuCoin, so let's talk
Yeah.
about this.
Okay.
This is
You do the
serious.
KuCoin.
Brandon said, no, I've clicked on something. Okay. Brandon said, I'm hearing, so this is how it all started. There was this account called Brandon. He said, I'm hearing about KuCoin, going to halt withdrawals in the near future. He says he closed all trades and took his money off KuCoin. From what I'm hearing, the rumor will soon to be a reality. Do not suffer the same fate as others who had their money stolen by irresponsible platforms. He went on to kind of back up his source. He didn't reveal who his source was. He just said it was a rumor. What he said was maybe the rumor ends up being false, but here's what I know. The source is privy to information that most of the market is not, and that there's zero downside to withdrawing money from shady foreign exchanges in this market. Better safe than sorry. That's the take he took. And then he also shared this screenshot. Someone from Terra said that KuCoin suffered immensely from the Luna crash, a dev that worked on PR stuff. By the way, guys, I'm going to get into the CEO's response and everything. I know some of you are commenting about that. I'm going to get into that. He had a voice, which I can't play now, but he had a voice explanation of how he came across the information, basically saying it was from, a close friend of his or a colleague of his that he trusts a lot, and he'd rather be safe than sorry. And he said, I'm a trader, not a reporter. I got shared the information. I got fully off KuCoin, not trying to farm clout. No reason for you to leave your hard-earned money on a foreign exchange that will never reimburse you. So that was kind of his opinion on it. And then it kind of just blew up a little bit. And, I did a tweet on this as well. Otteru said, withdraw from KuCoin right now. This is not a drill. Otter hardly wrong in such matters. No time for a thread. And then I also did my tweet. And I said, I'm hearing some rumors that KuCoin could be halting withdrawals in the near future. Apparently, they suffered immensely from the Luna collapse. If you have funds on KuCoin, consider withdrawing them. After all, better to be safe than sorry given recent events. And then I clarified that, just to be clear, it's all just rumors. Buckle up, Brandon's been covering them. There's no reason to panic. I'm just wary of keeping funds on centralized entities after recent events. And SBF also spooked me a bit after declaring multiple exchanges are secretly insolvent, in which he responded, to be clear, he thinks that statement was over-reported, and that his real claim was that it wouldn't surprise him if some third-tier exchanges had issues, nothing stronger than that. So he kind of clarified that, which was good. This whole KuCoin thing, obviously it's just rumors, 100%. And that's why I said multiple times that it was just rumors. Hearing some rumors. At this stage, it's all rumors. I made that very clear. But the reason I wanted to bring this to light to my community was because in crypto, when there's smoke, there's often fire. And I would much, much prefer being in a position as a creator where I warn my followers, when there's a rumor, and give them at least the option, not saying you have to withdraw, because obviously what you do with your funds is completely up to you, but at least give you the option, because, if a rumor like this did come out to be true, it could save you a lot of money. And if it comes out to be false, the worst that essentially happens in this case is it wastes a few minutes of your time. Yeah. As the DeFi Edge says, when there's smoke, there's fire, especially in crypto. Now, the CEO of KuCoin responded.
Yeah, you keep going, man. You keep going.
Yeah, he said, be aware of the FUD. He said, not sure who's spreading the rumors and what their intentions are, but they do not have any exposure to Luna. No immense suffering of a coin collapse. No plan to halt withdrawals. Everything on KuCoin is operating well. He said they finished their $150 million fundraising and $10 billion valuation in May. And being transparent is one of his key principles. So he basically went and said that most of it was just FUD. It wasn't. It's not true, blah, blah, blah. And he kind of went to back up to say they weren't going to be pausing withdrawals. Now, I have a couple comments on this. I don't want to comment, too much on that because, for the large part, I do think KuCoin's a good exchange. And for the most part, I think it would be a very, very unlikely that they went down. Although I did report the news as I heard it, because I think it's important for you guys to stay updated in this market. But in the past, now this not saying this is happening to KuCoin at all, but in the past, other companies have come out and said, like Voyager, that they're fully operational, and then they've gone on to be insolvent. I mean, we saw it with Voyager. We saw Alex Mashinsky saying widespread FUD and misinformation. Literally the week before Celsius went down, he said, Mike, do you even know one person who has a problem withdrawing from Celsius? Widespread FUD and information. Voyager did the same thing. Pentoshi said things all insolvent companies say before they come clean and tell you your money's gone literally every single time. So I don't think one statement necessarily means anything, because like in the past, this has still occurred. Like insolvency still occurred regardless of what the founders have come out and said. But I'm not saying that's relevant to KuCoin specifically. I'm just making a point here that this is the typical response, right?
Mm-hmm. And this is the thing, and I think we're all wise enough now, and everyone's got it. Fucking hell, how many times does this have to happen before anyone learns, right? And I think that's what your point is here, and it's a fair enough point, because we've seen it now, and we've seen it 3-4 times in a row, where yeah, hey, shit's going a bit pear-shaped, but don't worry, we're going to get back on track. We'll be fine. We've got this shit sorted. We're the fucking best. We know what we're doing, blah, 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 blah. And then everything falls over. So it's not irresponsible on individuals to want to maintain some sense of safety and security with whatever it is that they've got until they're 100% sure that where they've got their money is the right place to have it. And that's fucking fine for everyone. That's fine. And you're better off, exactly what the DeFi Edge says here, you are better off just spending 5 minutes of your time to just to be 100% sure if you're concerned. And that's the other thing as well, is, you know, Miles is talking about rumors, right? Rumors. They're only rumors. No rumors, right?
Alleged.
Rumors.
It's not proven.
Yeah. Nothing's proven, alleged. That's just what it is. But how do you feel? Me personally, I didn't take my money off KuCoin. I've got cash on KuCoin. I've got a KuCoin account. I speak to Miles every day. We have these conversations all the time. I didn't withdraw my cash off KuCoin. That's my prerogative, because I'm a fucking degen and I don't give a shit. And if KuCoin and whatever, right? That's who I am. Someone else is different, but everyone has the right to make an informed decision.
I took some funds off.
Yeah, cool. I didn't.
And it's simply,
I didn't take funds off. I left them on.
You know,
I traded on KuCoin today for 40x.
Yeah.
Bang.
I mean, yeah, KuCoin's likely fine. Like, it's likely 100% fine. I'm just following kind of what the DeFi are just saying here. Like, it's risk reward, right? You can waste a few minutes of your time, or you can save money, and it's up to you. Completely up to you. It's all rumors at this stage. I was keeping my community updated. It did explode. It got a lot more traction than I thought it would. Not just my tweet, but all the KuCoin stuff. I think it was overblown in hindsight. But I felt an obligation to kind of keep my community updated. Better to be safe than sorry in this market. It's as simple as that.
Yeah, but GS just said as well, KuCoin lock people out of their accounts. There's no exchange that hasn't experienced technical difficulties during a crisis. Everyone has. They all have. So, you know, they've all done it, and I understand why. And it's to stop a bank run, and effectively it's what we were talking about before with, you know, regulation and all the rest of it. When there's regulation in place, the regulators will stop that kind of thing from happening. And these guys have got their back up against the wall, and so accidentally sometimes the network falls over and you can't do this and you can't do that while they try and sort their shit out. I don't know.
And KuCoin, by the way, KuCoin's a Crypto Banter main show sponsor. We believe in the exchange, and we also.
I've never had any issue with KuCoin personally. I'm not sponsored by or paid by or anything. I use KuCoin. I used it today at the snow from the peak of Summit while I was skiing. I put in a trade on my phone. That's me. I didn't withdraw my cash, but that's up to me, right? So that's the way it works.
Yeah, I have personal preferences for exchanges, mostly to do with usability. Like, I feel like on the usability front, personally, I like using Binance and ByBit because they are just the nicest to use objectively. They just feel the nicest, and that's nothing to do with sponsorship.
That's UI.
Genuine UI and preference. They work the nicest. All right, Ethereum mining revenues fall by roughly 45%. This is an interesting conversation, because what has happened over the last few months is we've seen the dominoes fall. We've seen 3AC, we've seen Celsius, we've seen Voyager, but what haven't fallen yet is the miners, and they're kind of the next domino, I think. in this whole puzzle, because what we're seeing right now is Bitcoin miners specifically, they're struggling to break even with Bitcoin at 20K.
Yeah.
So a lot of them are over leveraged. So what they do is they buy mining equipment at the top of the market, or when Bitcoin was at much higher prices, and they leverage themselves with all this mining equipment, and then the Bitcoin price drops, and then the amount needed to break even is so much higher that it takes, potentially years longer to recoup their initial investment. Now with mining revenues falling, I don't think we've seen capitulation from the miners yet. I genuinely don't. And I think the Ethereum mining revenue fell by 45%, but the Bitcoin miners as well, I think they're going to struggle if Bitcoin hits like 15, 16K, gets down to this target that we have.
Do they get
14K.
margin? Would they get margin called in the same way if they've got a loan out to take? If they have a loan,
well, it depends if they've loaned
to
for
buy mining equipment.
I mean, they're not paying in Bitcoin, but
no,
yeah,
there'll be a point where they have to cough up the cash, right?
Well, they've got to cough up their Bitcoin.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so that's going to be the big issue.
Exactly. That's one of the major issues. They're going to be forced to sell Bitcoin, and a lot of them, what a lot of them do at the moment is they sell off Bitcoin for cash, but then they actually hodl some. A lot of them hold a lot of Bitcoin because they want to accumulate, but a lot of them now, where they previously would have been accumulating, they'll just now be like forced to sell said Bitcoin. They'll just be forced to sell it because they need to pay off expenses, loans, etc. So I think the mining one is one to keep your eye on. Is it time for salty comment of the week?
Yeah, I reckon. Let's do it. Let's get salty. Let's get salty.
Salty comment of the week goes.
So we're scouring now. We're looking for just the angriest person that we can find in the Twitter sphere, because it's hilarious how angry trolls get. It's just trolls, man.
I've seen trolls in the comments today. There's a lot of angry people.
The market's down. I can't see the comments as much as what I normally would. So sorry, I'm very
shout
restricted
out to DeFi
today.
Dan. Shout out to DeFi Dan. Love you, baby.
What's DeFi Dan saying? See, I can't even see what's going on in the comments. So sorry.
Yeah, you can't.
DeFi Dan, just rock on.
Yeah, he's a lovely guy.
I love the comments as well. So keep rolling them through. But yeah, the saltiness is insane. It's crazy. It's crazy. So we figured out that what we want to do is every week we want to just scour through, and we want to find a couple of the angriest trolls we can find on Twitter and give them a little bit of love and just go, hey, dude, just chill out. Just relax, man. Relax already. And then show their salty tweet.
That's what we want to do. Every single week, we want to show the saltiest tweets of the week. So
if you guys got some salt for us, chuck it at us and we'll see what we can do.
Yeah. Salt us up. This is the saltiest one I saw today. Scummy little scammers. Send me Crypto Banter's office address. I'll come now and rearrange your faces for you. Oof.
Oh. Why, dude? Why? That's at you and Ryan.
He says send me Crypto Banter's office address. I'm pretty sure Crypto Banter's office address is public. In fact, it's public. It's public information. So
yeah,
you can literally Google it if you want. Like it's public. It's not. There's no secret.
Do they really need to go and get security guards at the Crypto Banter office?
Now, by no way I would ever condone going to that office. That would be a terrible decision for you legally, probably. But
why? Why are you so salty, bro? Like, come on, man, chill out. Like, what are you going to do? You're going to go smash people in the face because you didn't like what they said on Twitter, or you didn't like what they said on YouTube. If you don't like it, man, don't fucking watch, dude. Simple. Just push the no button somewhere.
Rearrange your faces.
Yeah, far out, man.
There's
and that's
a lot
the thing.
Of
this
salt.
dude's probably just a bloody keyboard warrior, just some gronk sitting at home in his mum's basement and just doing this. So, dude, come on, just chill, man, chill out.
Ranzi, shout out to you. Where's DeFi Dan? Come on, DeFi Dan. Have you left? Where's DeFi Dan? He's gone. Ah, that's sad. I wanted to chat to the biggest supporter of the channel. All right. The salty comment of the week. We're gonna have a lot of fun with that in the future.
Yeah, we're gonna get him to throw him our way. Throw him our way.
We're gonna have a lot of fun. This is interesting. High short interest in 2 years. Are you gone? Or I think he's gone. So I know you're back, and you're gone, and you're back, and you're gone, and you're back.
Sorry. Just one sec. Sorry.
I'll just take you off.
I'll be back in a second.
Okay, I'm just removing him from the stream until he sorts that. What we're gonna do for the rest of the show is we are going to do a live trading competition at the end, probably in like 20 minutes. Until then, we're just gonna chill. But yeah, we're gonna do a live chat at the end. At the end of the show. Highest short interest in 2 years. So essentially, the market wants to short right now, and I'm not surprised with prices going down. That is where the major opportunities lie. In fact, with my personal trading, I'm looking to short more often than I am to long at the moment. And that's, like I said last week, simply because right now the risk reward points towards shorts until the trend changes as being the more profitable trading strategy. Now, you would have noticed we did point out a long area at the end of the video. And that goes against the trend, but that also is a reversal play. And reversal plays are another great way to make money in a down market, because we still get reversals because things don't just go down and down and down in a straight line. We can see the Bitcoin price, like, yes, it's trending down, but we get these short-term rallies to take advantage of being able to sell some of our positions and then shorting into a little more strength, which gives us much better risk reward entries on shorts. So that's why that's there as well. But short interest is very, very high and very strong.
I'm back,
I'm
baby.
adding you back for now. Adding you back. Remember, if you do want to trade, that's us. That's our faces. Look at the comments. If you want to trade on ByBit, there's a link in the description. $4,200 bonus if you sign up, as well as potentially getting your account 10x'd on the show. Rand's been 10xing accounts on the show, basically every day or every couple days. So make sure to sign up. Link in the description for ByBit if you want to trade. That short interest is very high, so people want to short. You just posted this on your Twitter.
It's interesting. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting. I don't know. I'm just getting a sniff of someone who's very much trying to dominate everything. And it reminded me very much so of the old Senator Palpatine from Star Wars and his sneaky little domination of
Emperor
the
Palpatine,
galaxy.
right?
Emperor Palpatine, yeah, who he was Senator Palpatine to begin with, and then he turned into Emperor Palpatine as he progressed. But Sam Bankman-Fried's been just sneaking around, trying to buy up insolvent companies, trying to make moves with certain California governments. I'm not really qualified to be commenting on what, why, and how, but this is very much smelling fishy to me. Very much so.
So what about it is smelling fishy? Because we know Sam is basically, and I did a show on this if you want to watch last week, but I said Sam is basically feasting on open carcasses right now. Mm-hmm. He's like the vulture feasting on dead bodies. BlockFi, Voyager,
Celsius.
Like, I don't know what the hell. Yeah, Celsius.
There was some rumor going around there.
Yeah, there was rumors, but the underlying essence is Sam's been just feasting. Making the bear market an opportunity for him to acquire companies. Mm-hmm. Do you smell something fishy?
Yeah, well, look, it just feels like he is trying to just take everything over, to just dominate, right? That he wants FTX to be the number one. He wants FTX to be the only, the one all, the be all, the end all. And it's one little thing at a time. And then as these things start to progress, you need to kind of watch out, because why are you doing what you're doing, man? What's your end goal? I mean, fuck, who needs $10 billion anyway? There's got to be a reason for it at the end of the day.
Look at you lying. Look at you. Sorry to cut you off. It's just making me laugh. Look at you lying in bed like that.
Max chilling in my hotel room in Bulla, baby. Yeah, it's not ideal. It's not ideal streaming situation today.
it's just hilarious. Like, I'm trying to listen to what you're saying, and I just see you like sprawled out across the bed,
just
like a mermaid.
Girls, just having fun. Just chilling.
It's
Anyway,
really
look,
funny.
I don't understand why one person / one company needs so much. And to me, it gets to a point where it just feels like you're just trying to accumulate for the sake of accumulation. And I don't think that's cool. I don't think that's cool. So to me, this is starting to look odd. And he's when you start meddling or start trying to influence government decisions and stuff like that, and start trying to influence the way policies are made and shit like that, when you're an exchange.
People are saying, what the heck are you talking about? Just to make it clear, there was rumors that Sam was funding a political campaign in Los Angeles to increase taxes.
In California.
In California.
Yeah. So he's trying to increase taxes on is it transactions over $5 million or something like that? So effectively, it's a tax that's going to affect the richer people of California. Yeah, but he is wanting to use that tax for, now I forgot, sorry, this is where I've gone. He's wanting to use to divert that tax. I'm not 100% sure to, what was it, Miles? We spoke about it before. I've totally gone blank on it. I think it was a 0.75% increase to start up like a pandemic fund, like a pandemic support fund. Now, the reason I don't know why,
because we tried to get the article. I'm going to see if I can get it up.
Yeah, we tried to find the resources, but we couldn't grab them.
Apparently, and Joe tried as well, but we just couldn't find it anywhere. It's like it's hidden. It's like they've just been deleted off the internet.
But there was talk about it that we heard prior. And look, I think if you're a billionaire and you want to provide pandemic release for COVID, just throw in some fucking dollars, man. Like, just put some of your own cash in there. Why do you need to raise a tax in a country where technically you don't trade from or your business doesn't operate from, for something that you could afford to do yourself? That's my belief anyway. And I just find it
a weird
odd.
one.
I find it really odd.
I think it was a political move. I think it was a political move. I mean, we do see these guys, they want to, especially these billionaires, they want to position themselves. And Sam obviously has a large vested interest in politics. And I think it's more a matter of like pleasing the right people. And that's kind of why he may be backing this fund. We don't have the details, so I don't think we should comment on it until we have the concrete.
No, we don't.
Facts.
And it's all, yeah, let's just go back to your statement before. It's all rumor then for our point of view right now. But this is just something to me that he's accumulating and accumulating and accumulating. He's trying to buy things that are insolvent. He's trying to buy things that are dying. And it just reminded me of this, and hence the tweet, because it was pretty funny, I thought.
I did an interesting tweet. I said, if Bitcoin pumped, this was like the ultimate sentiment gauge. I said, if Bitcoin pumped 30K tomorrow and never saw the lows again. This is an interesting question. So if Bitcoin pumped tomorrow, just imagine this. You wake up, Bitcoin's $30,000. Hypothetically, it never hits 17K again. Would you be happy? And also comment right now. So we get a sentiment gauge on the comments. If Bitcoin pumped to 30K tomorrow, never saw the lows again, you wake up tomorrow, Bitcoin's 30K, would you be happy, annoyed, or indifferent? Happy, annoyed, or indifferent? Comment which, and we'll bring the comments up on the screen. Would you be annoyed or happy if Bitcoin pumped to 30K tomorrow?
I'd be
personally,
happy.
Okay, you'd be happy. Now, why are you happy?
Because I just bought a shitload. I've been buying Bitcoin for the last 3 months like crazy. So yeah, I'm good. If we pump to 30K, I'm one happy man.
I'm going to tell you this. If Bitcoin pumps to 30K tomorrow, I'll be almost in tears. I'd be devastated. I think that wouldn't even cut it, like as an adjective to describe how angry I'd be, because you're missing a generational chance to accumulate. Like, I want to pour in ridiculous amounts of capital into this market over the next 12 months. So if Bitcoin pumps tomorrow, I'm missing the biggest chance of my life to make generational wealth. Now, why would I want Bitcoin to pump to 30K tomorrow if you can accumulate for 20 or 15 or 12?
Yeah, fair. But also, I'm
Well,
assuming you already hold Bitcoin.
yeah, I hold Bitcoin, but I'm saying Bitcoin as a proxy for the whole market, right? Like if Bitcoin pumps, alts go up more than 30%. Alts go up probably double. Alts probably double.
Yeah, but do they?
So
I don't know. Like we
yeah,
looked at this before. We said this at the start of the show, right? So, you're talking about a lot of liquidity needed to come back into the market to make these things pump at this point. And after we've lost so much, I don't know. I don't know if alts do. I don't know just because Bitcoin dominance moves up or down, if alts actually pump the way we want them to at this point, considering how much has been sucked out of everything. I don't know. I want to believe
no,
you, Miles. I want to go with this. I want to go with this concept that, Bitcoin dominance goes down, alts go up. Everyone's happy because we're all degens and we love alts. And yes, I'm a degen and I love alts. But I don't know. I'm not feeling
let's
it
just
at the
look.
moment.
Solana pumped. Now I'm giving you guys an example. Solana pumped 64% from the low to the high of this range. Bitcoin pumped 24%. Phantom, another altcoin, from the low to the high of the range, pumped 64%. So they are
Yeah,
outperforming.
so it's the same. So they're outperforming.
If Bitcoin
Yeah.
pumped to 30K tomorrow, it's logical to assume the alts would outperform. AVAX, 63%.
Cherry's
So
back.
if Bitcoin pumped to 30K tomorrow, the alts, that's synonymous of the alts pumping.
Yeah, okay. So what are we talking? So Bitcoin to 30. So we're talking about a 30% pump. So again, alts will be pumping at 65.
This is interesting.
70%.
Some people, Ryan says he's happy. GMAX says he's annoyed. No Name says indifferent. Martin says he's annoyed. Only You says it would be the best day of his life. Paul Brooks says he's pissed. I Hate Apple says they'd be happy.
Yeah.
Pariah says they're indifferent. TLX says happy. So
it's really
split.
divided.
The poll was 36 to 36.3.
Yeah, which is massive.
Like,
which is
this
huge.
is the most close poll I think I've ever had on a topic like this, which goes to show this is the difference between short-term money and long-term accumulation. Now, maybe the people that are happy, maybe you're included in this box, are the people that are content with how much they have in the market, the amount you've put in. Maybe you're happy. The people that are annoyed, they probably don't feel like they've put in enough into the market or have enough income to sustain buys. So,
look, in all honesty, if after everything you've just said and looking at it again now, maybe indifferent is where I'd probably actually go if I was going to vote, because I do want to put in more and I would like to accumulate more at lower prices, but I also have a substantial amount already. So I'm kind of a little bit, don't mind either way. Sorry. But yeah, I think actually I'm going indifferent. I'm going to backtrack on happy and go annoyed and go indifferent.
iPori says very annoyed.
Very
I'd
annoyed.
be spewing. But rephrase this question. If Bitcoin pumped to 30K from, assuming we're in the same position in 10 months, I'm going to be happy because by then I'll have accumulated a lot more. So then I'd be happy. Should we do this live trading comp, guys? When do you reckon we should? I've
got my phone ready to go.
I reckon we should do it.
Ready to go.
I reckon we should trade. So do you want to run through? Do you want to explain to the people what the format is? Because not everyone watched last week's Sunday show.
So our format for this is it's a trade-off, and we're calling it the trade-off. So we're trading off against each other. So the idea here is that we're going to do 5 minutes of recon, and then trade for 5 minutes. Now, in 5 minutes, you can make as many trades or as few trades as you want, but whoever's made the most amount on their value at the end of the 5 minutes wins. And last week I lost, and
wasn't it 10 minutes?
The trade is only 5 minutes, right? Or we go 10 minutes. I think we spoke about upping the ante.
I wanted to make it 10.
5 minutes. 5 minutes. 5 minutes to research. 5 minutes to trade.
5 minutes research.
5 minutes to research. 5 minutes to trade.
You sure you want to do 5 minutes to trade, or do you want to make it 10?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to 40x this shit today. I'm going DJ, and I might even 50x it because I'm going to beat you today.
What leverage?
I'm either going to beat you proper or I'm going to lose. I think you
250x
can just use
leverage?
whatever leverage you want. Use whatever leverage you want. Why do we have to put a number on the leverage? Why can't it just be
Just if
whoever
you
has
want
the
to keep
most
it
at the end of
consistent.
5 minutes? This is literally a telephone conversation between Miles and I, by the way. Why can't whoever has the most at the end of the 5 minutes just be the winner? So you can trade in and out of 20 different things in 5 minutes if you want, and as long as you've got more than the other person on top of your $100 at the end, then you win.
Okay, so you're saying, so last week we did one coin. You're saying this week we should be able to trade in and out of as anything we
Whatever
want
you
on
want.
any leverage. Okay, if that's the case, let's make it 10 minutes then. Because that's
Just let me
because
think
that's
about
not
that for a second.
no, it needs to be 10 minutes. It needs to be 10 minutes.
Yeah, maybe.
If you're going to be
let's
able to
do
trade
it.
in and out, it
Okay.
has to be.
Yeah, okay. Now I have to trade on my phone this week, so I am going to play the honesty game a little bit, but I will talk about it as I go.
Screenshot if you need to.
Look, I mean, you and I don't think I'm going to try and rip anyone off. So.
My goodness.
What's going on?
I'm on the 1 minute chart, but zooming out from.
Oh, Jesus.
No, it's the 1 second chart, not the 1 minute.
Oh, dude, let's trade on the 1 second chart.
Should we trade on the 1 second?
Is it even a chart? I've never even looked at the 1 second chart. I don't think ever. Not even just for shits and giggles. And I'm lots for shits and giggles.
All right,
okay,
so
order cost.
We'll set the timer for 5 minutes, and then we'll trade. We'll get Jimmy to do the timer. Just before we do this, quick disclaimer: this is for entertainment purposes only. This trading comp is basically just for you guys to watch and laugh. This isn't calls. This isn't like Sheldon's show. We're not giving you calls to copy us and trade. This is a bit of fun between us to see who can beat each other, basically. So not financial advice. Just watch for fun. The more wine, the more leverage. Next week, I'm going to drink wine. But he's already had a few. He's already had a few wines. What are you trading? You can trade any alt. So this is my list. I'll be looking at Data, Waves, Luna, GMT, Ape, Arweave, Nia, AVAX. But you can trade whatever you want. And if you guys suggest what I should trade, let me know in the comments. What's the punishment? We haven't thought of a forfeit. Is there a forfeit today?
There's no forfeit. Or like, are you talking about what the loser has to do?
Yeah, we usually think of one, but I hadn't thought about it today.
Well, the punishment today. Well, didn't we say that one of us had to eat a dog biscuit last week?
Oh fuck, that's ghastly.
But I can't do it now because I don't have anything.
Oh, you don't have a dog
biscuit? But no, but nothing here. I've got.
All right, how about this?
A bottle of wine.
The loser has to give. I don't know. Should we just give shit away to the commenters?
We could do that.
Should we do a giveaway?
Or why don't we just do the dog food thing? But the loser has to do it on next week's show. So we'll play it the week after. So you have to come back next week, and at the start of next Sunday night show, whoever loses today has to eat the dog food.
This guy says loser gives away $100 to an audience member.
Yeah, that's cool.
Let's do that, and let's do dog food next week.
That's fair. Yeah, let's do that. Let's give 100. No, you know what? We're trading $100, right? Okay, so the trade is we have to use $100. Okay,
yeah.
So we're using $100. So whatever the winner has at the end has to give that $100 away. So if I do a 50x trade on $100 and I get up 40% or 50%, then I have to give away $150.
But that's right? The winner,
if I lose, yeah, but we might both lose, but still one of us wins.
So you're giving the equivalent value. You're giving the equivalent value.
The equivalent value of the $100 trades.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So whoever the winner is.
Winner's trade.
Yes. Yeah. So if I end up with 150 and you end up with 120, you have to give away 120 because you're the loser.
So guys, the more money we make, the more you win. That's
and then how are we going to choose who wins?
Just in the comments.
Yeah, but why? Well, I'm not just giving it to someone. I want something back in return. Give me something. Come on. Well, come on, throw some comments at us. Like, what are we? Why are we?
Oh no!
Why are we giving? Who are we going to give money to in the comments? I'm not just giving it to rando. Like, got to say something or do something in the comments, right? What about saltiest comment after the trade?
We'll
Whoever has the saltiest comment towards one of us after the trade, we'll pick the funniest one that we reckon. So
okay,
you got to do funniest comment wins.
Afterwards, not now. So don't comment them now.
Don't comment now.
I mean, comment them after. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, I'm just transferring. So I've only got 100. Okay, so I'm just transferring. So I've only got $100 in my derivatives account. Yeah. Okay, so I've got 100 even in my derivatives account now, right? Bang on $100. And it's in USTD, so hopefully it doesn't depeg. Oh shit, man.
642. I'm just transferring money from mine.
Okay, so what am I going to start looking at today? I think last week I was looking at Ape. Oh, hey, is Cherry watching? Still Cherry? What did you say last week? I think it was XRP, something like that. I can't remember. It was good as well, and I should have done it, and I would have won if I had done it. It was the best.
So we'll take comment suggestions as well.
Theta dropping like it's hot. Drop. Oh, and that's the other thing as well. We can long or short, right?
Okay, I got $100 as well. Let me just make sure it's all transferred.
Yeah,
$100.
You got 100 even.
See, my ByBit's open.
I've got 100 exactly, man. Just so you know. So you're
okay.
0.278 in front.
All right.
I've got 100
Jimmy,
even.
hit us with that $5, not $5. Hit us with the 5-minute timer. Remember the winner.
Hang on.
Remember the loser. Sorry. The loser is going to be giving away money to you guys in the comments. So the more money we make, the more you make. So you want us to make money.
Or if we lose money, you lose money too.
Yeah. So if we lose money, you have to send us the difference.
No. If we lose money, they don't get $100. They get what we lose. Yeah. What we're left with after we lose.
Yeah. What we're left with. Imagine we did a 10x on the show. That means $1,000 for one of you guys. I expect you both to lose. Have some faith, Hexraiser. Have some faith, son.
I expect you both to find a decent coin, motherfucker. No, sorry, whatever, Hex dude.
Guys, these are 10-minute trades. This is like you're trading on like the 30-second chart at this point. Just remember that.
What is even going on at the moment?
All right, do you want to
do the timer? We've been talking for an hour. I haven't been looking at the charts. We're doing a timer?
Cool, you guys ready?
Yep.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, 5 minutes.
Oh, okay, 5 minutes.
Go.
Okay, we got.
What are you on? What are you on to first?
Okay, the first thing I'm going to track, so you guys won't be able to see his screen. You'll be able to see my screen though. I'm going to go down to the minute chart first. All right. Let's just scroll in. It's really annoying because I'm on the daily, so it's going to take some scrolling to get to the minute. There we go. Okay, so we are seeing a little bit of a trend starting to establish itself here. Short-term trend, you could look for a long there, but that's on Bitcoin. I don't love the Bitcoin trade. You won't make that much money off the Bitcoin trade. We want to go into the minute chart. The 1 minute chart, scroll down. All right, so we have a retest here of BNB on a very, I mean, these trend lines probably mean nothing because they're on such a short-term trend. We know this has been a decent level. I'm clicking on the wrong buttons. I'm panicking.
Okay. You're panicking. I'm looking at So I'm looking at GMT. Now to me, GMT. Oh nah, man, I'm looking at GMT, bro. But what are you looking to do? You're gonna probably long it, aren't you?
High low, high low, high low. The only thing I'm gonna do here is long, I think.
No, I'm gonna short GMT.
Oh, you're shorting. I'm looking at longs here.
No,
I'm seeing higher lows, bro. I'm
No,
seeing
I'm
Nia
gonna
kind
short
of
it for
starting to
sure.
round over here. You see this? Kind of like a rounded top.
No, but I don't
Um,
want Nia because Nia just doesn't move fast enough for me.
Stop
I
copying
want
what I'm
something.
doing, bro. Focus on
I'm
your own
not.
shit.
I'm
I'm
not. I'm
joking.
definitely
I'm
not.
joking.
I'm definitely not
Imagine, I mean,
copying.
that just broke.
Can I just do a
outside.
trade now or what? Do we have to wait till the 5 minutes is over?
Yeah. This is the
Yeah,
plan. This is
okay.
planning time. Remember?
Okay,
This is when the
cool.
trend.
So what I'm looking at now, just quickly on the 1 minute, is Gala, because Gala is absolutely dumping right now. So for me, it looks like a good. Oh my God, I should have got in. It's dropping. Gala to me, it's totally breaking down. It's broken this flatline resistance that it had, and it's falling under, and it's not coming back to retest. It's falling down, and I reckon it's going to keep dropping down. What else am I looking at? Maybe Matic is doing nothing. Sand, I want something that's going to move a lot. Sand doesn't look like it's going to do anything.
Oh my god, I'm seeing a lot of similar setups. I'm seeing like probably a break of trend coming for shorts, like multiple short setups. The problem
Someone
is
in
though, we need to see this break of trend, and then we need to retest.
Someone in the comments said Theta's dumping, so I'm looking at Theta. Dressed like Richard Hart. I wish I could dress like Richard Hart. I just can't afford it.
This is
What
Rune.
about
Let's see what Bitcoin's doing again. I'm just tracking against Bitcoin. Bounced off that trend. Oh, it's breaking. Oh, it's flipping. Ooh.
Does that mean we're short? It's you got to be short if Bitcoin's
Oh, it's
breaking,
short
right?
now. It's short.
Oh man, I'm telling you, I should have done that.
Should we just
GMT.
say we can enter?
Well, no, you can't enter until the 5 minutes is up.
No. Yeah.
Then
Okay,
once
that's
the
the rule.
5 minutes is up, you can bounce in and out as
Then you've
much
got
as you
10
want.
minutes to
I
do what you
reckon.
want. This is setup
Yeah.
time. This is setup time.
Yeah, this is trying to figure it out. Oh God.
Ape.
Yeah, I looked at Ape as well. Ape just moves so much. It moves so
I'm
quickly.
kind of seeing this pattern. High, low, high, low, high. I mean, I
Although,
can't short that. You can't short that. That's a long, if anything.
what are you on?
GMT
You're on the
coming
1
down.
minute. Yeah.
What are you on?
I'm on the 1 minute as well, but I'm on ByBit on my phone. It's pretty annoying. Looking
Damn,
at Ape
Luna.
right
Oh,
now.
yeah, I'm not trading Luna. Waves.
What else have we got that's full degen right now?
Okay, 1 minute to go. 1 minute
Wow,
to
it's
go.
fucking doing weird. Let's see. How long have we got, dude? Sorry, I didn't hear it.
47, 46.
47
45.
seconds. Okay, till we need to make a trade. What about like fully degenning UST? Can you still even trade UST now? No. Okay.
Look at KSM.
No, okay. I'm going. How long have we
Dude,
got?
there's actually not. There's not many great trades here. Are
Coming
you
down to
finding the
10
same,
seconds.
or am I just not seeing it?
10 seconds.
As if I'm going to tell you, man. I'm telling you.
1, trade. 5 minutes.
Okay. I've opened my first short. Oh, no, market. Okay, I'm in. I've opened my first short and I did what I said in the first place. Just go stable coins. Yeah, good one. So I'm in. Am I? What am I? Where am I? Why is it not working? Okay, I'm in.
Okay, I'm entering something.
So I'm in a GMT short and I'm down by 45. And I am on very high leverage and I don't have a stop loss. And I suggest that no one ever does this ever in their life because this is not how you make money. I'm going to do a 15% stop loss just because I don't want to lose it all for the happy viewer at home. And I'm currently
Okay,
down.
guys.
Here we go. It's game on. What'd you do? Nia.
Shorting Nia.
It's not even gonna. Does Nia even move anymore? What are you doing? How much? 50. Jesus, DJ. I'm up.
The reason
I'm down.
So I went for a Nia short
Why'd you do
at
Nia?
50x leverage. The reason I did it is because let's go on to the 5-minute. I'm seeing it kind of roll over. So whenever I see, I'm just seeing kind of it's just looking a bit toppy. It just looks a little bit toppy to me. If we draw this really steep trend line in, it actually did break to the downside, and then at the same time we had Bitcoin breaking trend to the downside. So I thought it was a decent short. I mean, obviously we're both underwater because Bitcoin's coming back up, but I mean, this kind of short can take us down like 0.2% for Bitcoin. For Nia protocol, that probably means a push down to this next level, 0.5%. But on 50x leverage, that's actually decent money. So I'm hoping this trade's good. I'm down $2. Let's see what happens. So okay, I'm in a Nia short. What are you in?
I am in a GMT short, but I'm done. I'm out.
What do you mean?
I'm closing. I'm going into Bitcoin long. Can't deal with this.
Oh, you're
Get my
out.
head in.
Oh yeah,
I'm out.
You can.
I've closed, and I'm going straight over, and I'm going to Bitcoin, and I'm doing 100%, and I'm going open long.
Oh, I see what you mean because now we're
And I've
starting
just
to get
confirmed
some
a
green
long.
candles.
I've just confirmed a long
Oh,
on
dear.
Bitcoin.
Oh dear, that
Here we
may have been the
go.
play. Oh
Here we
no!
go. But I
And
don't
I'm
know
stuck
what
in this
leverage. I don't know what leverage I got. Oh no, I got 40 on a long because I've been trading 40x leverage all week because I'm dirty.
So what? You've longed Bitcoin.
I just longed Bitcoin. Hang on.
Oh!
I took a loss. Oh, I didn't
You're
get
down.
it though.
How
Why
are
am
you
I still
down?
down? I'm even. How am I even? How does that even work?
Look at that! Look at that
I
green
know.
though.
What's going on? You're on there, but it's a what chart is that though?
ByBit.
Who
No.
is that?
US dollar chart. I don't know. It's not.
No, but
The
what
ByBit
exchange? Because it might be a different exchange, so there's got a
Oh,
different thing.
Okay,
But
I'm
I'm
break
still
even.
I'm zero. I'm still zero.
Come
I'm
on,
actually
Nia.
at zero.
Tank.
Nah, it's not gonna tank. Nah. So
Tank,
I
tank,
did
tank.
40x on Bitcoin.
Holy shit. Show the people. Show them your phone. I'll get it up. 40x.
Yeah. That's where I'm at.
You guys
Let's see what
can see
happens.
I am 50x.
But I jumped out of the other one because it wasn't going to work for me. But gee, the market's just not moving. Oh, now it's dumping.
I'm up. What are you? What's your total P&L from the $100?
I'm down now. I'm totally
and I'm
down
up. So
now.
I'm winning.
You're
All right.
totally winning again. This is bullshit.
Okay, we've just
You
broken.
fucking jibbed
All right,
it.
Dump.
Can you...
Dump.
Oh
Dump.
my god.
Dump. Oh,
this is rubbish.
Look at that. It couldn't even make it back up.
Oh god. Why did I do that?
We're up.
This is not fair.
Short comp.
Do I close? Do I close in short now, or do I?
They can't read what's on your phone. So by the way, so
yeah. Well, I'm down now.
How long to go, Jimmy?
So I'm
Finished.
down.
You're up. Take
Time's up. Is that the 5 minutes?
That's
or the
5
10
minutes. So didn't we say 10 though? That was the first 5, right? Like, go again, because we said 10 because we're going to be able to jump. One more 5 because we're going to jump in and out of stuff. Bang, we're on. This is it. This is where we separate. This is where we separate the men from the boys, and I'm holding on this one because I feel like we're going to get a bounce.
This guy's
but it might just get me. It might just get me back to $100 because I think I lost on jumping out of my first trade.
I mean,
Wheel of Fortune, dude. Fuck, what is that, man?
What you have to understand, bro, is this is 1 minute trading. This is not proper trading. We do very proper trades.
We didn't plan.
Regularly. No, this is just bullshit. This is just for
fun, just made this up as we were going, man. That's why it's called DJ's Den.
If you want a proper trade, this Bitcoin longs is better.
And that's why we're doing 40x leverage as well, which is not advisable, and I'm down again.
Exactly, Ryan.
Work?
We're just being degens for fun. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's just fun.
Totally wicked, boys. Bring it up. Oh my God. How do you keep getting up?
What's happening to you? I'm up. What
This
are
is
you
ridiculous. I'm down again. I
down? So
can't
you're
believe
down another
this.
$1.36. I'm up
Ah,
$2.73.
Cherry is my #1 supporter. Love you, Cherry. Thank you. But
Meth
no jam on no jam on Too Tricky. Meth trading. Someone saw our show. Yeah. Well, that's a thing apparently.
Interestingly, on the
How long have
5
we
minute
got,
chart, we're
James? What have we got
15
left? How
3
long have we got
minutes,
left? I feel like I'm
25
in the
seconds.
wrong thing. How long?
3 minutes,
3:25.
22:21.
Oh, I'm not good with this right now. I'm not good with this. I feel like I'm in the wrong thing. Okay, who's
I'm
the
just seeing
comp? Someone said
Bitcoin
comp
showing
before.
no strength. Bitcoin
Comp
showing
what?
no strength. They couldn't break. Look, it couldn't break this high. It broke through trend. It's kind of hovering in this sideways range. It needs to break this high here. Bitcoin needs to break. If you want a chance to win on these longs, Trick, you're going to need to break 19.084. Until then,
It's just
you're
not
screwed.
doing anything. I'm literally just staying at the same P&L. It's not even moving and I'm on a 40x leverage. How is that even possible? How can it not even move? Okay, that's it. I'm done.
You need to break
100%
this.
market close. I'm closing it. I'm out. I've closed it.
So what's your total? Are
I'm
you
going,
entering
no,
something else?
we've still got 2 minutes, don't I, James?
How long to go?
225. 225.
Fuck, I'm break even again. Nia's pumping. No! No!
Okay. I'm out. I'm into a comp long. Someone said comp long before, so I'm just on board, baby. I saw it in the comments. I'm with you. I'm with you. But you can only 25 exit, so that's what we've got.
We're safe until we hit this line. We're safe until we hit this line from Nia. Then we're fucked. But I'm afraid I'm running out of time here. Fuck, we're broken above the MAs.
What have
50
I
and the
done?
100. I'm down now. I'm down now. I'm down now. How much are you down in total?
I don't know yet, but I'm down again. I switched. I subbed out of Bitcoin and went into a comp
But how
long,
much are
and
you
I'm down
down? Like,
further.
no, but how much
Well,
though?
whoever I'm gonna win for at the end is probably gonna maybe get. I don't know. I
What
don't
do you
know
mean?
what's my
I'm down
overall
$7
P&L.
now. Are you down $7?
I'll be down more than that. I reckon.
You reckon?
I reckon. I can't see my overall P&L. I can only see what I've lost on this specific trade, and I've done 3 trades already in the
Yeah,
space
but
of
you
8
can look
minutes.
at your account balance and then add the position of your short. Fuck, Nia's pumping. I'm fucked. Oh
can
dear.
comp pump, please pump. Oh my God, comp's pumping. Oh my God, it's off. 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 It's off.
Yeah, 1 minute. 1 minute to go.
Oh dear. My hands are
Oh my God,
tied
I'm
now.
up. I'm up. I'm up.
I can't
Here we
switch
go.
long
Here
now.
we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
I can't
Here we
switch
go.
long
Here we
now. I
go.
can't switch long now. I can't switch long. I can't switch long. It's too
Here we
late.
go.
It's too late. We got that
How long have we
massive
got,
wick.
James? How long have we got?
Here. Fuck off.
What have we got? What have we got?
Come on, please do not wick up again. I'm going to the
I
10-second chart. Come on.
I closed. How long have we got?
Jimmy, let us know when to close.
32 seconds. 31.
I'm out. I'm done.
You're not telling me your
I closed.
totals though, so I'm just
I
completely
closed. I'll
like.
tell you what it is now. I'm out. I've closed. When you've closed as well and we've done the thing, we'll figure out who's got what at the end. It's not looking good at my end though.
Fuck! It's looking terrible for me.
Close. How long, Jimmy?
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4.
No! Stop!
Close.
Going down.
Close.
It's
Close.
over.
Fuck!
Okay. P now. What do you got left?
Oh dear.
Oh, dude.
I've lost.
84.4. Revenge is a dish best served cold. That's 1 each. That's 1 for 1. Well, look. Let's look at the negative side of this. We both just lost. Go Team Tricky. 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 Yeah, thank you. It is an evil laugh, and I've been practicing it my whole life.
You won by $3.
It's a win, bro. I know, it's only $3. It's $3. But you won last week by like 30 cents, right? So technically, if we're going to P&L each other over the duration of the whole trade, I'm still up over 2 weeks. But we're not. We're doing it week on week.
Guys,
You got jumped on bad.
The whole time. I was up the whole time until this very fucking last second.
But that was the same thing that happened as me last week. Was I was down, remember? And then I pumped. And then right before we finished, it dumped. So, okay, so let's get some comments. Let's get some good comments, though. Let's get something funny.
Funniest comment wins.
No Tabasco, yeah. No, funniest comment gets Miles. What is it? $81.25. Dog biscuits are always.
I'm sending someone $81.25.
So someone wins 85. What is it? 81? 81.25. Time to retweet Richard Hart. Yeah, no, we've done that. Matthew Jennings. Sheep shagger traders. That's pretty good, man. Grim 37. Sorry, that's my 6 sense of humor. I'll take your salt. I'll take your salt, Miles. That's pretty good.
Miles,
what else you got?
Out. Tricky with the tricks.
Miles is out. Oh, you're so crushed, aren't you, as well? You can't handle the fact that you lost. Take the dog food.
I'll rearrange your faces. Disheveled.
That's pretty good. I reckon it's got to be between that one. One wins. Boom, Ronaldo. You love it.
Miles needs his mum.
It's got to be.
Miles has piles.
Very good.
Flip flop traders, thong traders.
Oh, that's pretty good.
Near dumping right now. Fuck.
Is it still going? I love sheep shagger traders,
God.
man. Sheep shagger traders is good.
It's fucking dumping.
Lucky you didn't. It's still, dude, you're looking on the 1 minute chart, man. Like, come on.
No.
Of course
I think
it's dumping.
the important thing to remind you guys is like if we were trading properly,
it's not real.
Obviously, we're forced in this game to enter and exit. Whereas in real life, patience is key. You just wait and wait for the right trade.
At the start of the show, we set up a Bitcoin long, right? So the Bitcoin long was between, what was it, 1800 and 18200?
18284, yeah.
Yeah, so we've got limit order set for that price. We're waiting on that. It's a real trade. This is just for fun. So this is just having a laugh.
This is just for fun.
Because why not, right? We're just trying to bring some joy.
Dingo dumpers. Who wins?
Math. The dingo stole my UST.
Miles nearly had it.
Oh, that's good as well. I do like sheep shaggers still, even though technically we're not sheep shaggers. That's New Zealand, right?
Miles needs Centrelink.
Too late.
Miles, the wish Harry Styles didn't do too good.
Go on, you're going to have to pick one then.
Greasy trade.
Do you pick?
My hair's actually not greasy. It's because I've got studio lights here, so they make it look shiny. But I just washed it, so it shouldn't be greasy. I bought
yourself, Josh.
At least I have hair.
Put Miles' face in Tricky's face. Bam, bit boy. I don't understand what that means, Deep. Sorry.
We just need to pick a comment.
Well. Oh no, you are skipping my comment. There's no comment there. Where is it? It's just laughing, I think. Well,
Sheep Shagger might be the funniest.
I'm a massive fan of Sheep Shagger because I think that's hilarious.
What do you reckon, Jimmy?
Maybe Jimmy picks.
Also gonna have to find out how to give it to them. Are they gonna send you the wallet address?
They can DM me on Twitter with their wallet address.
How are you gonna know it's them?
Yeah, fair call.
This is hard.
How do we do this, everyone?
That's actually we have a logistic error. How do they usually do this?
Like the
we
wallabies
verified
are
your
getting
Oh.
YouTube account by email.
YouTube account.
Yeah, but to be honest, it's never worked too well.
Fuck.
Or just why don't you just get them to put their
Actually,
wallet address here in the chat? Just get
we give.
whoever you're gonna pick. Just get them to put that person's wallet address. That way we can correspond it to the
Nah,
comment
not in the
that
chat.
we've got.
So, are we doing Sheep Shagger?
Yeah, Sheep Shagger.
All right. Winner goes to Sheep Shagger. Can you put your Twitter handle in the comments? GZ. Like your exact Twitter, so I can DM
Yeah,
you.
your exact handle.
Exact handle.
Yeah, do it now. Yeah, well planned, boys. Yeah, fair call. We didn't actually plan it. We just came up with it on the spot.
We just
But that's
came
the
up with
whole
it right
idea
now.
of what we're doing. This is the whole idea of everything we're doing on these shows is just Miles and I talking shit on the telephone, but instead we're doing it live for fun. Is he gone?
Grim37.
It was
Come on, bro.
Grim37, right? Where's
Here we go.
Grim37?
At Grim376.
That's your Twitter. So Miles, jump on his
That's
Twitter
Twitter.
now, so you can do it on show.
Yeah.
At Grim376. And that way you've got a direct line for him and then you guys can sort it out.
Okay. DM me your
Snap.
wallet. I just messaged you. DM me your wallet. I will send the $82 and congratulations
Bang.
for winning. Thank you guys for hanging out. It was a lot of fun.
Snap. Hey, something we need to talk about. Doge, Hoj, or Croge? It's one more thing.
Explain what you mean. Explain what you mean by that.
Doge, Hoj, or Croge? Who knows what I'm talking about? So last week we kind of touched on shit, but it was a bit of a shit fight because we just had a nightmare with Miles being in Bali, and tonight I'm at the snow at Mount Buller, so it's also a bit of a shit fight. But what we want to do on a weekly basis is we want to deep dive into a shit coin every week, and we want to try and figure out if it is a shit coin or if it's not a shit coin. So moving forward, currently I'm going to do it again. I'm going to chuck up a Twitter poll and I'm going to do Doge, Croge, or Hoj. And then whatever gets the most love on my Twitter next week, we'll deep dive into it. And Miles and I will have a massive argument about whether or not it's a shitcoin or whether or not it's something worth investing in. And maybe we'll buy some.
Maybe we'll buy some.
Maybe we'll buy some. Maybe it'll be fun. We'd like buy some Hoj, babe. Sorry, it's been a lot. It's been a long day. I've had a long day, and the rosé's gone right to my head. So
so have I, bro. I've been on planes. I've just touched down.
Oh my
finally
God.
home. But I just want to say thank you guys so much for hanging out. I also want to say every single Sunday we're going to be doing this. So we just want to have fun with you guys on a Sunday. We talked macro. We talked trading. We did a trading comp. We talk markets. We answer you guys' questions. We interact with you. So every Sunday we're going to be here to hang out with you guys. So make sure you tune in next week. Same time, same place for DGen's Den. We're going to have the meme coin segment, saltiest comment of the day, debates, and the trading comp, and much more. So it's going to be like a very, very fun show every Sunday for us to just hang out and have fun. Of course, my regular alpha shows are every single day, as usual. They're my regular shows, but this one is just pure entertainment with a bit of alpha mixed in to help you enjoy your Sunday. So are you doing a tweet there? Is that what's going on? So SoundsTricky is doing a tweet. His Twitter is SoundsTricky. So link in the description. Should be. If not, we can add it, Jimmy. Should be in the description. And yeah, you can answer his. In fact, if you put it up now, I'll vote right now.
who should we deep dive into next week at Miles? Doge, Hoj, or Croge? And I'll just go
Doge, Hoj, or Croge. So we're going to be doing a meme coin segment. You're posting. Grim, I'm going to send you the money after the show. I have your wallet address. Congrats for winning. Tricky's gone. His iPad may have just died. Okay, but I've got his thing anyway. Who should we deep dive into next week? I think we should do Croge. If you guys don't know, BitLord, obviously the fellow Australian YouTuber, he has Croge in his bio. Could mean it's decent. It's a shitty meme coin as far as I'm concerned, but I'm voting Croge. You vote for what you want. Link in the description, and we'll look through the meme coins next week.
Sorry, I don't know what happened. Just cut off.
We gotcha. Doge and Croge are the winners so far. I'm hoping for Croge, personally.
Do it. Get on there.
Croge,
Let's have some fun. Next week, we'll both be back in our normal environment. So we'll be much more in par or odd line with what we want to do weekly.
Smash the like button. Remember, if you want to sign up for a ByBit account, there is a link in the description to trade. I hope you guys have a lovely night. We'll see you again next Sunday.
Bye.
Croge.
I like Hoj the most, though, to be honest.
You like Hoj. I like Croge.
I think I like Hoj. I think I like fucking Hoj.